Good morning. Welcome back to my garden. We officially moved house over the weekend, but obviously have not touched any of the garden yet. So I'm going to walk through a little bit and explain what I plan. And then I'm going to try to get some work done. I don't know if I'll have the camera on for that though. But as you can see, we got some rain last night. This rain gauge was tipped over, so it doesn't actually show us how much we got. But we were supposed to get about a ½ inch. So everything is wet. So look at these. These are seed pods for broccoli. Anyway, distraction. I'm going to start in this bed. I'm going to remove all of the greens from the rutabaga and pull out anything that hasn't produced and then harvest the rutabaga, which you can see down there are getting pretty big. And then I'm not going to touch the peppers yet. After school, I'm going to have Oliver come out and help me do peppers because he enjoys that so much. But in this bed, I had already talked about wanting to save the Anaheim plant. So that will be the ultimate goal on that one. I'm going to cut it down and then put it in a 5-gallon bucket with soil. And then in this bed, we're going to harvest everything, which there's a good amount of peppers on the other side of jalapenos, but over here there's all the poblanos. And I'll probably pickle anything spicy and dehydrate anything sweet. Got some jalapenos changing color in here. And then I don't think I'm going to save any. I might save this smaller jalapeno plant and that smaller Anaheim. But pull all that out. And anything that I pull out is going to go into the bottom of my new garden beds at the new house to help fill the bottom of them. But I'm going to harvest this. I don't know if I'm going to get to that today or tomorrow, but I'm going to harvest this one. And then this one in here looks amazing, but it's not quite doing the spiral thing I wanted it to do. It looks like it's trying to go to flower, so I need to harvest that one too. My tulips over here are blooming and looking absolutely gorgeous. These ones have the little frizzled ends. They're really pretty. And there's a purple one. Oh, I love it so much. Anything that's in a container, we're going to just take the containers. This is the spinach that I haven't harvested at all, but bring it back to the new house and we'll have some spinach. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to save snapdragons or if I'm going to even try. The green stalks didn't get watered for a couple days while we weren't here, so a lot of what's in here died. Then it got rained on, so some of it will come back. But I had said in the last video that I wanted to try to see if I could dig up some of the onions and transplant them into the green stalks because they haven't started bulbing yet, and people plant their onions from starts like this all the time, so I figured it was worth trying rather than just letting them all die. And then what else do we have? We have this arch over here that I'm going to need to move. This lettuce down here is starting to bolt a little bit. Bolting is when it starts to send up a thicker center stalk and it's going to go to seed. But that's okay. I don't need it right now. These green beans got neglected a little bit. A couple of these rattlesnake ones can actually be a good little morning snack for me. But these are all going to get pulled off sometime this week and moved over. We'll move that bed. I need to harvest a bunch of peas. Some of them went past and some of them are still good, but there are tons of them. And then it was time to pull these plants out anyways, because you can see down here they're getting pretty gross. They don't like it when it gets hot, and it's starting to get hot here already. So all that will get pulled out. This will get pulled out. Today's a good day to do this one because with the rain, there probably won't be as many bugs, except there are aphids all over some of these spots. And now they're on my finger. That's gross. But gonna get a few things pulled out. Oh, look, there's a hummingbird. Do you see him? He's over there with my nasturtiums. I love that. Hello, pretty hummingbird. All right, and then the plan is going to be to take this metal bed and then take apart this metal bed also and move those over, and those two are going to go and be 4-foot by 8-foot beds in the new garden. And then I need to take down these wooden structures because they are going to be over top of my new beds. I'm not taking these beds. I'm going to build some new 3-foot by 8 or 9 feet beds. And then I'm going to have these wooden structures up on them because they hold up the shade cloth in the summer, which is absolutely necessary here. So, yeah, I'm going to get to work, and I will bring you back as I make some progress and show you how things are going. And then when I'm able to, I can make some time-lapse videos of getting some work done. And I will definitely bring you back when I'm bringing the new wood in at the new house and building the garden beds and stuff. So that's all for now, and I will bring you back. Good morning. It's the next day, and I'm going to walk you through a little bit of what I did yesterday. So I don't remember if I had cleaned up this one before or if I did it yesterday, but most of this bed is cleaned up. I need to take out this stalk and the peas, but for now it's good. I need to pull up the support systems, and then we can start digging out the dirt. Over here, I had pulled out these, but yesterday I pulled up all the rutabaga, and I'll put in a picture of what that harvest looked like. I got those chopped and blanched and put in my freezer for later. We harvested all of the peppers. Well, almost all of the peppers. My sister said she wants to save a couple of my plants, so I think she's going to take the banana plant. I'm going to dig up the shishito and put it in a fabric grow bag. And then we just need to remove the drip system, and that one's ready to move. And then you can see my big pile of plants over here. We cleaned up this bed. We harvested so many peppers, and I'll put in a picture of what those harvests look like. Most of them will go into the dehydrator, but the jalapenos will be pickled. And then this is the Anaheim I'm going to save. I cut it down to, well, I broke it actually. I probably should cut it cleanly, but broke it down to sticks basically, and it will grow back from that. And then this is another Anaheim I might try to save. It's a little more spindly at the bottom, so I don't know if I want it. But other than that, everything is out of this bed. And we cleaned up this bed pretty good. I need to get rid of the poblano plant. I need to see if my sister wants it first, though. And then we have this jalapeno and this Anaheim that I think we're going to try to save. And then there's a jalapeno over here. I might ask my sister if she wants it. And we piled all of those over in this bed because the trash cans got full. And the plans with all this plant material is to fill the bottoms of my new beds at the new garden. And I pulled out all the brassicas that were in here also. Those are all gone. And then I pulled out the 2 pepper plants that had been at the back right there, but I'm going to see if my sister wants that bell pepper. So for today, I think the plan is we are going to start moving the soil. So we're going to shovel it into 5-gallon buckets and then fill up. Oh my goodness, look. We're getting an onion in here. Sorry, sidetracked. We're going to shovel the soil into 5-gallon buckets and then move those in the wheelbarrow, so we don't have to shovel into the wheelbarrow and then out of the wheelbarrow, so that's twice the work. But we're going to wheel those up into the front yard and put it into a trailer and then drive that over to the new place. But yeah, that's the update as of this morning. And I will bring you back when there is something more to show. Alright, so it's evening now, and I don't know how well you can see because it's got dark outside real quick. But In here, we have that 12 by 4 foot bed worth of soil, and then half of the 4 by 4 foot bed. And we probably could have filled it up more, but with the time that we had, we got this done. So tonight, I'm going to take that, shovel it into the wheelbarrow, wheel it into the backyard, and then tomorrow we'll bring the trailer back over to the house and dig up some more soil. But this is where I'm going to end this video, and I will do a part 2, and there probably will be a part 3. I'm not sure. But for now, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time. Bye!